We got a lot of Toyota news to discuss. It feels so good. I'll see you guys on the other side. And let's just jump into it. Good old Toyota press room. Always giving us some little updates. So 3 updates in one day. I think this is like a personal best for them. You guys know Toyota rarely gives any updates with any of their models. So just to be able to get 3 updates on just Toyota, and I'm making a separate video for the Lexus update. So the first one, Toyota's expanding their warranty on their hybrids, their plug-ins, which we got some more news on the plug-in, as well as fuel cell electric vehicles starting in 2020 models. For example, all hybrids leading up to today had an 8-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty on the electrical component. Well, they just improved it. Now it's 10 years, 150,000 miles. They know that they need to ramp up their credibility in the electric realm as things are going to get very, very competitive now that we know that the whole world is turning towards electric. So they are upping their warranties when it comes to that. And they know, they're smart. They know that a lot of people are hesitant about buying a hybrid because they're like, oh, well, I hear those batteries are expensive to fix. And what if something goes wrong? Well, now there's literally no reason because they warranty for 150,000 miles, which is much, much longer than anyone will be owning most of these vehicles in the next 5 to 10 years. This is a bombshell. This is the 2021 RAV4 Plug-in Hybrid. Now, I made a video on this, which was a potential. It was definitely like a spy shot. So click somewhere around here and you'll check that video out. But now we get full confirmation. RAV4 Plug-in Hybrid powers up for 2019 LA Auto Show. It will become the most powerful RAV4 yet. The 2021 Plug-in Hybrid, bringing a new color, supersonic red. Let's just soak it in. It looks red. And they keep touting that not only is it the most powerful, it has surprising performance capabilities. Unlike any other, the new RAV4 plug-in hybrid will be celebrated by its spirited acceleration, nimble handling, and impeccable style. So again, Toyota knows what they're doing. They are taking their current baby, which is the RAV4 for the American market. The RAV4 is selling like hotcakes. It has been for several years now. They're like, okay, well, let's just put our cutting edge technology into it. Great idea because it already has a lot of buzz around the vehicle. We know the hybrid as it is. The current hybrid is the range topping vehicle for the RAV4. Now they're saying that this plug-in is going to have more acceleration, which is exciting to see. 0 to 60 time, who knows what it's going to be. It'll probably be somewhere around 6 seconds. I'll put the hybrid's current acceleration 0 to 60 somewhere around here. What a failure that I don't know it off the top of my head. So Toyota will debut this RAV4 plug-in during the LA Auto Show on November 20th at the Toyota booth. We know that the Tokyo Motor Show is happening on the 24th of October. So a month later, we have the LA Auto Show. This is just really, really, really exciting stuff. And I think it couldn't come at a better time as the world is quickly changing towards electric vehicles. How much range do you think it's going to have? Holy cow. My guess it'll have about 40 miles of range. I think that would be a good estimate, but we will have to see probably for the LA Auto Show for them to debut that. Actually, since it is a 2021 model, we might not have confirmation on what the range is. We might not have confirmation on how quickly it accelerates either. Those numbers are probably still being worked out. But nonetheless, this is what a lot of us have been waiting for, the next step forward for Toyota outside of the Prius. I mean, the Prius should be fully electric at this point, but that's another subject altogether. And then what do we have here? Coupe-inspired design modernizes the all-new 2021 Toyota Mirai sedan. The Toyota Mirai has been a joke, at least it's a joke to me. The first generation has been a joke. It's been out since 2015. They don't sell any because there is no infrastructure for hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. It's really only like in California and maybe like in Washington or Oregon. There is no fuel cell pretty much anywhere else in the United States, maybe somewhere else on the East Coast, but really it does not exist. And the fact that the Mirai is just a boring ho-hum vehicle that doesn't inspire anyone doesn't help. Well, now they have this flagship Toyota. When was the last time we saw a rear-wheel drive Toyota? Let's just get into it because I'm getting excited. Look at this beautiful color. What do you guys think this looks like? Does this look like a Lexus a little bit? Does it? We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Design and technology, Flagship delivers significant evolution of Toyota's hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicle powertrain. So they use the word flagship. Well, that's awesome, right? Currently, the Toyota flagship, for the sedans anyways, is not the Camry, it's the Avalon, which I like the Avalon, but it's really not very flagship-y. This thing, rear-wheel drive, performance vehicle, we'll learn more about it. Cutting-edge technology, it's going to be quick. How fast, we don't know, but let's get into the details. Guys, I just get so excited to get off track. Bear with me here. Elegant new Mirai concept based on the premium rear-wheel drive platform. What is this platform? It's the TNGA-N. This is the same platform that the Toyota Crown is based off of in Japan and maybe some other Asian markets, but the Toyota Crown, get this. That platform that the Crown is on, not only does it share it with this new Mirai, but it's the same platform that's going to be on the 2021 IS. That's a Lexus, by the way. Upgraded fuel cell electric powertrain with enhanced performance. Target of 30% increase in driving range with increased hydrogen capacity. Aerodynamics play a role in that. Enhanced safety and tech features. Companion model to Toyota's upcoming battery EVs. Guys, they are just ready to spill the beans on this new era of battery electric, hydrogen electric, like in the next 5 years, your average Toyota is going to be hybrid. Your flagship is going to be battery electric or hydrogen fuel cell or both. The Mirai is based on Toyota's premium rear-wheel drive platform, which shares with the IS, or I should say the 2021 IS. Debuts a dramatic yet refined coupe-inspired design with improved passenger room and comfort. The second-gen Mirai will go on sale in late 2020 and will deliver significant evolution of Toyota's hydrogen fuel cell EV powertrain technology and offer a critical look into the future of Toyota's lineup. So with the Mirai, the first generation Mirai, it did not get me excited in the least bit. The fact that this thing is touting performance, or they're touting performance with it, as well as the design, it is an absolutely stunning vehicle. It's actually getting me excited. It's like, ooh, well, what about, I love the design of the car. What about it? It's going to have a rear-wheel drive platform. What can this bring to the table? Additionally, the new Mirai will offer a more powerful, engaging, and even quieter driving experience since pioneering 4Runner. Yoshikazu Tanaka, chief engineer of the Mirai. I want customers to say I chose the Mirai not because of its fuel cell EV, but because I really wanted this car and it just happened to be a fuel cell EV. That is the right mindset. They got the design down and it's going to be a performer. A fuel cell EV generates its own electricity on board from hydrogen and oxygen, with water as the only tailpipe emission. A fill-up takes just about 5 minutes at an SAE conforming hydrogen fueling station in California or Hawaii. To me, that is the biggest potential for the fuel cell, is the rate of fueling is super fast. It's almost as fast as a gasoline fuel. Issue is no one has a fuel cell fueling station at home. So that is the huge draw for current battery electric vehicles and the plug-ins, which the RAV4 is going to be. But in the future, could this be a potential real competitor? It's really hard to say because the infrastructure really needs to blow up like worldwide to be able to support it. And lastly, Toyota is working to develop a line of battery electric vehicles and includes fuel cell electric vehicles in the electrification roadmap. Toyota projects that fuel cell electric technology will one day be as common as the company's hybrid electric technology. That's something to ponder about. I'm not going to jump into that too much. Let's get into these pictures. Thank you for sticking along for this long because I haven't even looked at these pictures yet. I've just been reading this article. Headlights are stunning. This blue it seems to be a little bit more metallic than like the ultrasonic blue Mica 2.0. Definitely a little bit more reflective than that color. All right, what are we feasting our eyes upon? This is pretty crazy. It's very Lexus-like, to be honest, in some ways. This screen here is actually a step above anything Lexus currently have. So I talked about any Lexus model that I can think of. The top left, you have the speed limit. Here is going to be your radar cruise control, lane keep assist, that sort of thing. And you can see those buttons right here. This is a radar cruise. This one right here is the lane keep assist and lane departure alert. Navigation is enabled here, and so you can see this right here. And then this is your fuel gauge. The bottom is going to be your odometer. We have outside temperature, things like that. And then if you see here, this looks like the 12-inch screen from the Lexus, which this will be a touch screen as well. volume buttons down here. This steering wheel looks very similar, at least in layout design, to a Lexus. Cup holders down here. We have a very simple, it's almost Prius-like driving knob here. And then these buttons actually look kind of out of place because everything else looks fairly futuristic here. Interesting, up here at the top left says Mirai H2O. So I don't know what that means, if it's a special water model. Maybe that's like the top of the line H2O model, right? Because we know the only byproduct with fuel cell is water. I mean, these switches down here to the left are very Lexus-like. We have some memory seats. You have the panoramic view camera here. Automatic high beams, traction control. I can't really tell what's down here. And you have a snow mode. I don't know what, and it looks like a P next to it. I think it's drive mode, and then maybe, oh, I figured it out. I'm almost sure I know what it is, which I haven't seen this in a Toyota or Lexus vehicle before. So this left button here is a drive mode, which you can select probably sport, eco, normal, comfort, custom. This right here is going to adjust the steering stiffness. So that is pretty cool. I've seen it on other vehicles before. You have a wireless charger here. It's nice that it's close to the driver and not underneath like the armrest or something like that. Of course, you have heated and ventilated seats. Next picture here, we already dove into this a little bit. Here is your steering consistency, meaning stiffness. That's what my guess is, as well as your drive modes. Park button, heated and ventilated seats. Awesome copper. So if you remember my NX 300 Blackline edition, that's coming out for the Lexus NX. It's copper plated and on the wheels and the trim and things like that. Well, so is this. Man, it just makes me want a Moscow Mule. That's what this trim does, which is not a good thing because it wants me to drink and drive at the same time. And then last but not least, here is the exterior, which this is very similar to what the next generation Lexus IS will look like. These dark, I would call these almost vapor chrome wheels that we see on the LS 500 and some of the special edition versions of other Lexus vehicles. Headlights look sharp. It's just a very simple, elegant design. I like how simple it is. I would like to see the front end a little bit better because it is a lot of grille, but at the same time, I think it's attractive. I don't think this is an off-putting grille by any means. So that sums it up, guys. I know that was a super long video, but this type of information is kind of what I've been waiting for about a year or more. So I really, really dug into it, shared my impressions of mainly the Mirai, but also the RAV4 Plug-in, which we knew was only a matter of time, to be honest. And the fact that the Mirai, it looks like a production vehicle. That thing is not going to change hardly at all when it debuts next fall in 2020. What that tells me is that the Lexus IS is pretty much done as well. That design is complete because it shares the same platform. The Toyota Crown has it. It came out in 2018. They've probably been refining it for the American market and things like that to adapt it in the next generation Mirai. This is a huge surprise. We got news a couple weeks back they're going to do the Mirai again. Nobody was excited about it because we thought it was just going to be like a slightly improved version of the first generation Mirai. Well, guess what? It is going to be a flagship Toyota, which we haven't seen in America in eons. And then this high performance plug-in RAV4 gets me really fired up because it is a snapshot to the 2021. Actually, it might be a 2022 NX 300 or whatever they're going to call it, because that will also have a plug-in. I haven't told you guys I've had this information, but now that this broke, it's all pretty much use your imagination because the NX is based off the RAV4. If the RAV4 is getting a plug-in hybrid, guess what? The NX will be getting it as well. So that is pretty exciting. The NX will be getting a plug-in just like this RAV4. And I will see you guys in the comments below. This was a super long video. I really wasn't planning on it getting this long. If you guys liked the video, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. Tell me why you didn't like it. And subscribe for more Toyota and Lexus news. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out. I can't wait for the Tokyo Motor Show. See See ya. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. Hope you really enjoyed it. If you would like for me to provide much better Toyota and Lexus content in the future, I have tons of aspirations for the channel. Please consider supporting me over on my Patreon page. You can find a link to it right over here. And I always have a monthly giveaway for my Patreon supporters, and this monthly giveaway is right over here. And thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.